What's up, guys? Another video here with the mechanic's garage, and I know it's late and dark, but that doesn't stop me from wrenching on cars and do what I love, you know? So today we're doing spark plugs on this Lexus GX470 with the Toyota 2UZ motor. I'm replacing the iridium spark plugs with this laser iridium by NGK. Let's see if the part number's on here. Here it is, IFR6T11. That's the part number, right? And looking at where I am currently, I've already started, but I'd like to show you guys how to do this repair. So it's pretty simple. You actually have an electrical connector right on top of the coil pack that you're obviously going to have to squeeze the tang on the top here. I'd recommend pushing it all the way down and then squeezing and then pulling the connector to release it. And then after you get the connector off is when you want to take your 10mm bolt out. And then once you get your 10mm bolt out, then you'll be able to remove the coil. I'd recommend putting your finger under the coil because there is a rubber gasket or seal that is on it, and then you'll be able to pull it out, maneuver it out the way. I actually like to number my coil packs so that way I can put them back where exactly they go. The passenger side is actually, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, and on the driver's side it's odd, it's 1, 3, 5, 7. Tools that will make this job easier, go by faster, are an electric 1/4-inch ratchet with a magnetic 10mm socket for those bolts you take out of the coils. You don't want to drop those, you got to put those back in. We have, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-inch extension right here on a long handle ratchet with a gear wrench. What size is this? 5/8 spark plug socket. You can actually get this on Amazon. I think I paid $40 for it. And a 1/4-inch or naked tool impact. So you'll just take out those 10 mils with the tools that you do have. 1/4-inch ratchet will do fine, or 3/8 ratchet, whatever you can access them best. They're not hard to get to. You don't have to take anything off, just, you know, maneuver around to the best of your abilities to, you know, pull everything out. And then once you're removing your spark plugs, you want to inspect the wells. Stick the camera in the wells here. Once you inspect your wells, you want to make sure that there's nothing in them, so that way when you go to take your spark plug out, nothing falls into the motor. That would be wise to do. See, I left one out because I actually have a Borescope that I'm going to be sticking inside of my cylinder. And again, this Borescope is something I got for $40 off Amazon. It's crazy what you can do with $40 on Amazon, you know. So the Borescope, we'll press and hold the OK button here in the center, and it's got a pretty nice screen with a camera and LED lights on it here. So we'll stick this inside the actual head here and right past the spark plug hole, and take a look at our piston head top. Okay, so I'm gonna shove this in here. There we go. So now we can take a peek all around my piston. Yep, that's the top of my piston. It's got some carbon buildup. We're gonna have to run some cleaner to clean up this piston top, but we'll run some cleaner and do a routine maintenance to clean the piston heads. But the car runs immaculately. I just was doing spark plugs because winter's coming up and I want this thing running in tip-top shape. But so me as a mechanic, I just like to do these things because I bought this car used and want it to last me a long time. So after you get this far, you got the plug removed, you'll want to grab your spark plug, inspect the tip here, you know, make sure it's good, not broken or bent or anything like that, and then just gonna drop it inside the spark plug well. And what I do is I actually grab the socket and extension by hand first and start it to thread it in place. You don't want to cross thread or strip out your head, you know, then that'll be a very expensive repair. So you're gonna twist it by hand. Just make sure you got it started and it turns nice and easy. It shouldn't get tight really quickly, and once it's started, by hand, then I've been doing this a long time, so I take a 1/4 inch electric ratchet just to make it a little bit quicker. This thing doesn't do more than, 20, 30 foot-pounds of torque, so I'll stick this in here. Then you can go ahead and remove your tool, and then I take my ratchet, which is here, and I will tighten it by hand. You don't got to over tighten it. I will put the torque specification below, but it's got a crush washer on the spark plug, so you're going to want to crush that crush washer and feel once it gets tight. Like that right there. That's enough, and then we will place the correct coil back in place, number 6 here. Line up the holes, put our 10mm bolt back in, secure that down. I will take my 10mm here and my electric ratchet, and I will just like that. Then we can put our connector back in and we are good to go. Thanks for watching and have a good night.